Rockets in the playoffs are returning to the court this year. LeBron James has officially left the franchise, looking for a new team, leaving behind a massive leadership void and ending an iconic era in Hollywood. The exhaustive media circus surrounding LeBron's future, his dedicated stans, his vocal haters, and the constant podcast chatter from his agent Rich Paul are no longer the Lakers' problem. But in the wake of that monumental departure, the front office has executed a total rotation revamp, aggressively infusing the roster with fresh youth, undeniable athleticism, and new strategic pieces. They went out and acquired Colin Sexton, signed sharpshooter Quentin Grimes, and brought in Sandro Mamukelashvili to provide a completely new look and variety to the offense. Yet, the ultimate needle mover, the undisputed centerpiece of this incredibly high-stakes offseason is the blockbuster trade that brought Walker Kessler to Los Angeles. This wasn't just a standard transaction. This was a direct mandate from the franchise's new offensive cornerstone. According to explosive league rumors, Luka Doncic pushed incredibly hard for the Lakers front office to orchestrate the trade for Kessler. Doncic demanded a legitimate rim-protecting big man to run the pick and roll and anchor the defense, and Rob Pelinka delivered by making Kessler the new max player in Los Angeles. But with that maximum contract comes a level of championship pressure that can break even the toughest athletes. Kessler is officially the dominant center this storied franchise has been desperately searching for. But expectations in Lakerland are notoriously unforgiving. When the anticipated opening night tips off, every single eye in the arena will be hyper-focused on Kessler making his official Lakers debut, while new additions like Mamu, Grimes, and Sexton will be absolutely important to the Lakers for offensive spacing and vital rotation depth. None of them carry the immense burden of being considered franchise players or all-stars.
The general hype around those role players is far lower, leaving Kessler squarely in the crosshairs of the brutal Los Angeles media and fan base. The facts of this roster construction are clear. The Lakers leveraged all of their prepared optionality this summer to assemble a squad specifically tailored to maximize their new backcourt's transcendent playmaking. Grimes provides the vital perimeter shooting, Mamu offers front-court versatility, and Sexton brings relentless scoring, but the entire defensive scheme relies on Kessler erasing mistakes at the rim. From an analytical perspective, paying Walker Kessler max money is the ultimate risk versus reward scenario for the Lakers front office. On one side, you have secured an elite, game-changing defensive anchor who perfectly complements Luka's offensive brilliance, giving the Lakers a genuine chance to dominate the paint in the grueling Western Conference. On the other hand, relying on a new acquisition to seamlessly replace the veteran leadership and production of an entire departed starting five is a massive gamble. The margin for error is essentially non-existent, and if Kessler struggles with the bright lights or the max contract expectations, the Lakers' championship window could slam shut before it even truly opens. The franchise is betting the house that Kessler is the ultimate solution and the missing piece needed to be champions again. So, I have to ask you, Laker faithful, is Walker Kessler truly the missing piece that guarantees us a title run, or did the front office take too big of a risk giving him max money in this new era?
What if the Los Angeles Lakers' ultimate championship puzzle piece isn't the superstar everyone is talking about, but a former lottery pick flying completely under the radar? Right now, all eyes in Laker Nation are fixated on the front office's high-stakes pursuit of Jonathan Kuminga, hoping to potentially land the dynamic forward with a brand-new desired deal. But while the spotlight shines blindly on that potential blockbuster trade package, Rob Pelinka and the scouting department are quietly laying the groundwork for a massive contingency plan that could reshape the entire rotation. Welcome to the reality of the modern NBA, where building a title contender isn't just about landing the biggest names, but finding the exact right complementary pieces to surround your franchise cornerstones. For the Lakers, that means finding the perfect athletic wing to run alongside Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves in the backcourt. We all know the pressure is immense following a season where the starting five has been completely gutted, and the front office is desperately searching for impact signings that won't completely shatter the salary cap or push the team into crippling luxury tax penalties. Enter unrestricted free agent Zaire Williams. Once heralded as the number 10 overall pick with limitless potential, Williams has suddenly hit the open market, creating a massive opportunity for a contending team willing to bet on his upside. The drama here is thick because the Lakers are currently walking a tightrope. On one hand, they are pushing their chips to the middle of the table to secure Kuminga, but the salary cap gymnastics required to make that happen are incredibly complex. If the Kuminga sweepstakes fall through, the Lakers could be left empty-handed in a Western Conference that shows absolutely zero mercy.
That is exactly why league sources indicate the Lakers have heavily monitored and expressed serious interest in signing Williams as another key free agent wing this offseason. The Brooklyn Nets made a fascinating front office decision when they officially declined his $6.3 million team option for the upcoming 2026-27 season. By letting the 24-year-old hit free agency, Brooklyn essentially gifted a contender like Los Angeles a golden opportunity to scoop up a young, athletic forward who is just entering his physical prime. And make no mistake, Williams is coming off an absolute career year with the Nets. When you look at the raw facts and statistics, the trajectory is undeniable. Throughout the recent 2025-26 campaign, the dynamic forward appeared in 56 games, logging 13 starts. He was given real rotation minutes, averaging nearly 23 minutes per night, and he absolutely capitalized on that opportunity. Williams poured in a career-high 10.2 points per game, pulled down 2.39 rebounds, and dished out 1.1 assists. But for the Lakers, the most critical numbers are his shooting splits. He shot an efficient 42.5% from the field and connected on a very respectable 34.3% from beyond the arc. In today's pace and space league, having a versatile forward who can stretch the floor, knock down the outside shot, and attack closeouts is the absolute gold standard for roster construction. Fresh off this career resurgence, plugging Williams into the Lakers' wing slate seems like a match made in basketball heaven. As an analyst looking at the broader picture, securing the former top 10 pick right now might be the savviest move of the entire offseason for this front office. Think about the risk versus reward here. You are bringing in a highly motivated 24-year-old two-way player who perfectly fits the timeline of a freshly rebuilt roster centered around Luka Doncic's elite playmaking abilities. Williams has the length to defend multiple positions on the perimeter, offering vital relief for Reeves in the backcourt and allowing the Stars to conserve energy for the playoff push. It provides crucial depth, future flexibility, and a brilliant safety net if the Kuminga negotiations stall out. So, Laker fans, I have to ask you, would you rather the front office put all their eggs in the Jonathan Kuminga basket or secure a proven, ascending talent like Zaire Williams on a team-friendly contract right now to solidify our championship window?
Are the Los Angeles Lakers quietly preparing to end the most talked-about father-son experiment in NBA history before this new era even gets off the ground? For weeks, passionate fans have been desperately scouring the offseason rosters, and the glaring absence of Bronny James from the Summer League has sparked a firestorm of speculation across the league. Usually, the Summer League is the ultimate proving ground for young talent, a place where prospects go to war against equal competition to develop their game and earn a coveted spot in the regular season rotation for the upcoming season. With Bronny having 2 seasons under his belt, he has passed the typical threshold where most rookies and sophomores suit up, but given his incredibly unique trajectory, his absence has fans wondering if it's a massive negative sign for his long-term future with this iconic franchise. The context surrounding this situation is completely unprecedented. The Lakers are currently navigating a seismic franchise shift, dealing with the harsh reality of LeBron James planning to leave the organization as a free agent this offseason. This massive departure instantly creates a chaotic ripple effect through the entire locker room and the front office, raising intense questions about whether Bronny is simply waiting to get traded to his father's next destination. But behind the scenes, the drama is even deeper, involving complex contract situations and roster fit concerns. Sporting News insider Billy Hyen recently pulled back the curtain, revealing that Bronny's financial status is actually the primary driver driver behind his summer league absence. The Lakers recently fully guaranteed Bronny's contract at a solid $2.3 million for the upcoming 2026-27 season. Because his money is guaranteed, he isn't actually competing for a roster spot in the traditional sense, unless the front office is secretly planning to waive him outright. Instead, the coaching staff is prioritizing vital development minutes for hungry players who are actively battling for their NBA lives, giving the summer action to rookie prospect Cameron Carr and other young talents looking to prove themselves before training camp kicks off.
Furthermore, it's crucial to acknowledge the incredible success Bronny already found in the NBA's Development League. Last season, he silenced a lot of critics with outstanding performances in the G League, putting up stellar stats and genuinely contributing to winning basketball against a mix of young prospects and desperate veterans. Because he already thrived in that environment, the organization feels there is simply no reason for him to drop back down to the Summer League level, especially when his mere presence guarantees a massive distracting media circus due to the high-profile coverage he naturally commands as LeBron's son. But let's get down to the harsh business of basketball and the true analyst's take on this incredibly delicate situation. The reality is that Bronny could very well be traded this offseason, a front office decision that is totally separate from his summer league status. It is not a crazy thought to suggest the Lakers want to move on completely, cleaning house without his dad on the roster, and orchestrating a strategic trade to send the young guard to LeBron's next super team. According to multiple league reports, the Lakers front office would likely be satisfied with securing just a single second-round pick in